Hey, hope you're doing well. Quick mindset lesson today that you can apply right away. I think it's a critical perspective. It's something I heard Coco Gauff talk about in her post-match interview after winning the US Open. After winning that match, she went over to her chair uh, by the net post and literally got down on her knees and prayed. This isn't going to have anything to do with religion or like praying per se. She was asked about it, and Coco said in the post-match interview, I she was asked how important like is your faith, and Coco said, "Yeah, I prayed afterwards. Just so thankful for this outcome." And here's the critical part. She said, "I never pray for results. I just pray for the strength to be able to make it through whatever the challenge is." And I think that separation is so critical. And tennis players, without realizing it, they might not pray, to a god or a higher being, but maybe they have a forehand that they've been working on. Maybe they have a new racket that they're trying. Maybe they're trying a new string tension. Maybe they're trying a new strategy or tactic. Maybe they have some new mental toughness trick that they're trying. They're looking at their strings in between points. And tennis players put their trust in or put their faith in all these different things that they hope will kind of deliver them a win. They hope will deliver them a certain result. And the reality is, even if you have all those things in line, the new racket, the new strengths, the new strategy, the new forehand, the new mental toughness tip, and even if all of those are good things, even if all of them are effective and they move the needle and they're all positive, you still might lose. The person that you play on any given day might have the best match of their entire life, might be just completely in the zone and just swinging out of their shoes and hitting the line on every single shot and just can't do anything wrong. And there's nothing that we can do to change that. Yes, we can play well in response and like kind of knock them off the rhythm. So I'm not trying to say like we don't play a part in whether or not they're in rhythm or not in the first place, but at the end of the day, we can't control our opponents. We can't control the quality of their game. We can't control their preparation. We can't control their level of talent or skill or their DNA and how well they hit the ball. Ultimately, that's up to them and the training that they put in and how well they happen to walk out on the court that day, which there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. So your goal mentally, aside from your personal faith or religion or anything like that, your goal should not be to focus on how can I achieve the outcome? How can I control everything so that I win this match no matter what? If you go into that situation, any competitive situation, and that is your ultimate like goal is I need to win this match, then it puts you in a terrible position because at the first sign of controversy where things aren't going quite your way, you start to wonder, well, why am I being let down? Why is, in the case of like Coco, if she literally had prayed, please God, let me win the US Open. Thank you. And she lost the first set. Now all of a sudden it's like panic time. It's like, well, what's going on? I thought I was supposed to win. I asked for this. I asked for this win, or whatever you're putting your faith in, right? If it's your racket, oh, I thought this racket was supposed to be the answer. This was supposed to give me all the W's. This is supposed to solve all my problems. And the reality is, even when you do win, there's tons of problems. There's tons of obstacles. There's tons of roadblocks that you have to figure out. So Coco's mindset of, please just give me the strength to be able to persevere, A, assumes in the first place that there's going to be challenges. B, that it's not going to be easy. And C, that the outcome might not be a win. But she understands that it's all part of the process. And even if she loses, it might teach her some important lesson that down the road can help her be more successful. So this whole like idea or mindset of like detaching from the immediate present result or outcome and instead focusing on what are the steps I need to take, what is the process I need to follow, what are the potential ups and downs that might happen that might not mean I'm doing it wrong, but instead just simply mean that I'm doing my best and I'm putting in the work and I'm learning the lessons and I'm going to be better as a result. If that is your goal, if that's what you're optimizing for, you're going to be much more happy in the short term. You're going to be much less stressed out and much less anxious about the results, which ironically will free you up to play better in the short term. If you're so fixated and so concerned about winning in the short term, you start trying to control everything and make everything perfect, and that's when your quality of play actually drops. So ironically, by not being so concerned about the short-term results, you can actually have better short-term results. So if you're going to pray for something, don't make it for the win. Make it just to have the strength and have the perseverance and have the character to stick with it and fight and push and keep doing your best no matter what. That's the attitude that consistently will give you the best results. And so hopefully this gave you something to think about. Thank you so much for watching today. Really appreciate you and your support. And keep up the good work on the court. I'm really proud of you. Take care.